If you've been watching, you probably know that I've been going pretty crazy with like effects and stuff, just having a bit of fun. So I'm going to break this one down because I think it's pretty sweet. It's cool to see like how far you can bring something from the initial sound source. So I initially started out, this is a preset in Spire. This is one of those projects I was playing around with it for a while and nothing was really working, and I was about to just like delete everything. I actually had like a different chord progression down here. And I had this little melody that I made. But then I decided to switch up the root notes, the chord progression. And then I just started playing around with presets, and something just clicked, and I was like, it's cool when you get an idea like this and then you just like, oh, I'm gonna put gross beat on it or rhythmizer or whatever. Then it would be cool if I could make it pan like this or something like that. Like, you just get these little sound design ideas, and yeah, it's cool when it just like flows like that naturally. So that's kind of what happened with this, I guess. So yeah, we got that Spire preset. Then I went with Rhythmizer, and we double timed it. Then I've got this, this is a really good plugin. I really like it. Just because of its visuals, I feel like it's really easy to work with. I generally just, I only play with this like LFO. And yeah, it's just like got good visual feedback. So it kind of helps you make, like, obviously you come up with the initial idea for the sound design, but just the visual feedback kind of helps you like work out what's going on in your head. You can kind of like get it down. This is actually not what was going on in my head, this little graph, but it was similar. And then, so I kind of got it to where I wanted it. And then I just like, I actually played around with this shape. Yeah, it got this like real like kind of jagged, random pan pattern going on. And it just really worked. So less is more generally with this plugin, I find. Because you don't really want to go playing around with the stereo imaging of tracks, especially if you're wearing headphones, because it can sound pretty sick, but then you go and play it in like your car and you can't hear anything because like you've just lost your instrument just due to phase or whatever. Just kind of gives it this like cool like jagged bounce. Then I kind of wanted to put it in a space, so I got this plate reverb that I always use. And as you can hear, that did a lot. I've been playing around with this drive knob a bit, and yeah, just added some nice like upper harmonics, got it really kind of like, gave it that kind of shine, made it sound like a little bit more expensive. And Rhythmizer again. So from there, because we double timed it, I actually half timed it. So yeah, just gave it a different kind of sound feel. Then I went Rhythmizer again, half timed it again. After that, we went with Kramer tape. Just giving it some nice like tape distortion. Then I had this this lead. I think it was just in Hive. Like Ken Carson kind of sound. It's called Square Rooms. I put on some Portal because I wanted some like delay, but I also wanted it to kind of pitch shift and give it this like, kind of glitchy feel. Gives it a really nice feel and just adds like just a little bit of something. Then we put it in the same space, but I set this one back with a pre-delay. Drove it a touch, but not too much. Got the width at 100%, so it's extra wide because I wanted to push this one. Added that redux, just a preset called low sample rate. And then we're going rhythmizer again, but we've added on reverse just to, I just like to create like just like nice textures, just to, sometimes the melody can feel a little bit stagnant. So yeah, just something that feels more natural, I guess. So then what I did after that, I created just an audio track and I set it to resampling. So you just go in there, you have to record, you have to solo and then record arm it. Solo the tracks that you want it. So I wanted these 2 tracks. So I recorded that in, then playing back. And then I dumped it into this sampler or simpler. And then I hit slice and we're going with like half bar cuts, sliced in beat mode. And then I've pitched this one up 2 octaves. So yeah, it's the same melody playing itself over the top, but it also sounds like a completely different instrument. So it's generally like when I finish a beat, it's generally the things that I do really simply that are the things that stand out. So yeah, that's a really good note to take. Like even though these are switching notes, like it sounds pretty similar the whole way through. It's a little bit of variation in the sound of it. That in itself just created this new section and just opened the whole beat up. No surprise here, I just added the plate reverb again. Played around with some of the settings. This one sounded better narrow, so it just narrowed down the width. And it's still got like a longer pre-delay, just so it sits back a little bit further. And then I've got this low sample rate on it again, but I just pulled it back just a touch. Just makes it a little bit more audible, I guess, when you're putting like the 2 elements together. I used rhythmizer on most of those tracks. I just duplicated this bus and then I muted the original one just so I keep a copy of the MIDI and just like so I can adjust it if I needed to. But yeah, I basically froze it and then I just aligned it with the grid, because what happens obviously when you freeze gross beat, if you've like half timed it, it takes like this kind of like half bar or 1 bar. I don't know how long that is. Yeah, 1 bar. It takes 1 bar for it to like start the sample, because it's like it takes a second for it to like kick in. So yeah, that's the melody there. Then I just kind of like went crazy with these drums. Well, not too crazy. It's pretty simple actually, but so the clap and the hi-hat together. Generally, I start my drums with hi-hats, and I like to leave like some decent spaces in there, but just started off with a little bit of adding like a swing or a rhythm. And yeah, just leaving gaps just for like, you know, a snare or anything percussive. And then we've got these additional snares. You get the idea of it. And then I just went with this like really simple 808 pattern. And then I just gave it a quick mix, just got the volumes right, and we just pushed it into this clipper. But yeah, that's the beat. Thank you for watching once again. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been crazy. Just like all the support that you guys have been giving me. I really, really appreciate that. And it's insane that so many of you guys watch these videos. I'm just gonna keep uploading. So make sure if you like my content to subscribe, leave a like, whatever. If anyone's interested, I've been uploading the project files onto my Patreon. So yeah, you can access them there, and I'll leave that in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching.